Hi, my name is Sierra Smith, and I'm a seven-figure Etsy shop optimization specialist and analyst with over 5 years of experience optimizing and analyzing Etsy shops across a variety of niches, industries, target customers, whatever you want to call it. I've worked on the shops. I help aspiring and current Etsy sellers go from feeling overwhelmed and unsure about growing their business to running a highly optimized, profitable Etsy shop so they can scale their revenue and build a successful, sustainable business. In this video, I'm going to be teaching you how to get more sales on Etsy, because isn't that the goal for everyone? If you'd like to work with me, hop on a call or check out my portfolio, all of my links are in the description. Now let's go ahead and get into the video. The very first component of ensuring you have consistent sales on Etsy is making sure your products are meeting validated demand and ideally underserved demand. This first step is crucial. It is all about confirming that what you want to sell has an audience on Etsy actively searching for it and that there's space for you to capture a share in the market. In other words, we're making sure there's genuine demand for your market, for your product in a market with some gaps where your product could fit well. Now, I have clients who come to me all the time who think it's the SEO. They think the SEO is the reason that their products are not being seen and found and getting sales, but ultimately it boils down to the fact that the products are not things that customers actually want. So ideally, if you have a new shop, this is when you want to dive into that market research and analysis to pinpoint what we call market gaps. But if you're an established shop and you're not having consistent sales, then you probably maybe kind of skipped over or skimmed through this step, the market research and analysis, to discover that validated demand in the market. And this is kind of when we need to circle back and make sure that we actually fully run through that phase. Now, a market gap is an area in the market with relatively high demand but less competition. Think of it like a sweet spot, a place where buyers are ready to spend, but there aren't too many options crowding the space. This way, you can carve out your own space on Etsy without competing against thousands of similar listings. Now, there are two synergistic approaches to validating demand. We need to approach it from the two angles of quantitative, or the numbers perspective, and a qualitative, more visually and intuitively driven perspective. That quantitative approach is where we're going to rely on data from tools like Everbee, eRank, and Sales Samurai. These tools are designed for Etsy keyword research and other research and help you see exact search volumes and competition levels. By focusing on keywords with good search volume but lower competition, you can identify where shoppers are interested but supply is limited. This numbers-driven insights lets you focus your efforts where you're most likely to pay off. Now, for the qualitative approach, this is where we focus on the look, feel, and appeal of products within high-demand spaces. Here's where you ask, do my products visually or functionally align with best sellers in this space? Beyond keyword optimization, consider if your products fits the styles, customizations, and packaging that are popular within your niche. For instance, let's say gift bundles are trending within like a kind of aesthetic. Are people looking for high-end packaging or personalization? Studying these factors allows you to design a product that doesn't just meet demand, but stands out among the competition. One really powerful method for validating demand is a bestseller analysis. So you want to just analyze the best sellers within your niche. And even you can look into broader categories like gifts or home decor on Etsy. You just run a search for gifts or home decor, and you're able to garner insights from the best sellers within these very overarching spaces that do tend to kind of reflect the target customer psyche on Etsy as a whole. You want to identify products that attract consistent sales and have top reviews, and then take notes on their standout features. So pay attention to the unique differences that help them stand out, any trends of personalization options or packaging, and if you see room to offer an even better gifting experience. The goal here is to create something unique that fills a gap with a strong focus on popular customizations, aesthetic choices, or innovative packaging. So as you can see, validating demand on Etsy isn't about making the market want your product. It's about creating products that naturally fit into what's already in demand, ideally in areas where competition is low. So you need to let the market be your guide, and you can let customers and competitors tell you what customers want by reading the reviews and even analyzing your top competitors. Focus on integrating these insights into your product offerings rather than trying to create demand where it may not exist. For example, if you're planning a candle gift set, read competitor customer reviews and see what their buyers loved and what they felt was missing, and look for specific value points like eco-friendly ingredients, unique scent profiles, or eye-catching packaging, and let these details shape your product. And you'll also want to carve out your value proposition. So some unique USPs for Etsy. These are your unique selling propositions, and you need to have those defined so that you are able to carve out that space in the market. So these can include premium, quality, eco-friendly materials, personalization and customization, exclusive scent collections if relevant to your product, luxury packaging that feels high-end. It'd be a holistic wellness focus, storytelling, and community connection. And you need to make sure that these unique value points come through in your listings and are search facing. So you're communicating them on your listing cover photos and the beginning of that title. Remember, you are trying to build products that meet demand. If you don't already have consistent sales, there could be that friction in terms of customers not actually wanting the products that you may be selling. And this is why we start with that market research and validating those spaces of underserved demand on Etsy. Now, to create products and listings that serve this demand, you do need to keep your target customer in mind throughout the entire process. And the best way to really approach this product definition and creation process is to have best sellers that you're able to analyze, where you analyze their strengths, their weaknesses, and their opportunity. So you look into their listings. Strengths could be a certain look, materials, a specific customization option, or how they present their products. Weaknesses, of course, you can pinpoint weaknesses again by looking through customer reviews and identifying any complaints or requests for features that aren't currently offered. Maybe customers mention that a product doesn't have enough scent variety, lacks packaging options, or doesn't ship fast enough. This is valuable because these weaknesses are opportunities for you to stand out. And then you want to take note of opportunities for differentiation as well, based on what's already popular. So those best sellers and the weaknesses that you've identified, consider how you can add unique elements that best sellers aren't offering. These could be things like personalized packaging, faster shipping options, a wider color palette, or an added focus on eco-friendly materials. You're going to have an easier time entering the market on Etsy and effectively competing when you treat best sellers as the bare minimum as to what you should be offering. Ideally, the goal with your product mix is to have products that cannot be found easily anywhere else. Etsy buyers are often looking for gifts or one-of-a-kind items, and this is where that personalization and customization can come into play. If you can offer options that make a product feel tailored, it becomes more appealing, especially for gift giving. And when you're reading those customer reviews, you're taking note of their greatest pain points. You're also taking note of what they're celebrating and, of course, what they're criticizing. And then you're able to create products that directly address these specific pain points. So again, this could be people, whatever they mention, some effective value propositions could maybe be like eco-friendly materials, exclusive scent collections, luxury packaging. Again, on that nature, you're not only giving buyers what they want, but also differentiating your product in a way that aligns with real customer needs. And competing with best sellers and meeting customer needs isn't just about the product itself, but it's about your listing setup. You need to create listings that look valuable directly from search results, so buyers are more likely to click on it and consider buying it. And you can do this by carefully balancing the different components of your listings to create high perceived value. Now, I'm going to run through the different search-facing components of your listing so that you are able to fully refine these search-facing perspectives, which make up your listings advertisement side by side, your thousands of competitors on Etsy, and are essentially the reason why customers click into your listing, giving it a chance, and then buy. So first things first is that title. You want to make sure the beginning of your title, if it's not going to take up too much keyword space, that you are conveying value such as premium, handcrafted, eco-friendly, or personalized. That is how you can use the beginning of that title to communicate value. Those first characters do show up in search in conjunction with that cover photo, that listing cover photo. Definitely use that additionally to communicate additional value propositions that you could not tackle at the beginning of the title. But really, you can put a lot of value there. You can showcase things visually, but then you can also put explicit text mentions on that cover photo, again, leveraging it as an advertisement. Additionally, that entry-level price point. New shops can benefit from offering a slight discount compared to top competitors, but be lower cost through a discount so that you keep that perceived value high. Customer reviews are another search-facing feature. You see the average star rating, and you see the count of reviews. So you want to essentially, as a new shop, your reviews are low. So you have to find other ways to enhance the credibility of that shop. And that cover photo and that beginning of the title, between those, if you're able to strategically and aesthetically present that product with the value propositions that do align with customer pain points, then you have a much easier chance of customers giving you a chance and you having the potential to build up your review count. And then Etsy generated labels are also a search facing feature. So bestseller, popular now, or Etsy's picks tags, these also add social proof and make your listings more credible. So they are also part of that listings advertisement. Those labels are earned, so focus on driving sales and positive feedback first. Additionally, Etsy from search shows they show returns accepted and they show free shipping. So if you set those things up in the back end of your shop, those are additional labels that are going to show up on your listings from search and are also part of that advertisement. So the goal here is balancing those different components so that the value of your product exceeds the cost that you have showcased from search. So ideally, the value that you're communicating exceeds that entry-level price point. And as a new shop, again, you are trying to remove risk. So for whatever reason, people are not trusting your products. And, if you're side by side of your competitors, you're looking at people with 10K plus reviews, positive reviews. So it makes sense that they would be the natural choice. So as a new shop or a small shop, you can really benefit by that entry-level price point around 10% below top competitors through a discount that will maintain perceived value while being slightly more affordable. You can also offer free returns. This shows buyers you're confident in your product, and it does help remove hesitation around the purchase. You can also offer a satisfaction guarantee. So a love it or your money back guarantee in the cover photo can reassure shoppers that there's no risk in giving your shop a try. And that is you, again, catering to your customers' pain points and their competitive advantages. People across pretty much every space, they like free returns. They like the idea that their money is going to be worth it, and that if they don't like the product, they can get their money back. So you are catering to them in that respect by offering those features. Let's consider an example of a search-facing value propositions on this listing pictured here. This listing doesn't just showcase the product, but provides a well-rounded view of all the customization options available, like different length, accent color choices, font types, and more. All of them are visible right there in the cover photo. And this helps establish the product's full value from the moment a shopper sees it. He has all these options listed, and this was a shop that I did work on, and it shows the different fonts. It showcases every option that is available, both within the variation types and within the personalization box, between the different stripe placements, different sizes, different colors, different potential recipients of those surfboards. Through those colors, we also showcase even additional colors that are offered. We mentioned 48-hour shipping. So it's just lots of things that we communicate right there on that cover photo. And you can understand why side-by-side competitors in search, customers would be compelled to click into this listing, but also in conjunction with the fact that this listing does come from a shop with a lot of credibility as well. So the price point can be a bit more premium. And this is that listing side-by-side competitors in search. So when setting up your own listing, take this approach of layering value-centric elements to achieve a competitive position. Aim to include elements like a high-quality, value-oriented cover photo that showcases those different product features and customization options. Take a value-focused approach to the title beginning, such as premium hardwood or eco-friendly solid wood, just to set the tone and justify your price right from the start. And also implement customer assurance signals. So to the extent possible, again, you want to leverage that customer service to the extent possible post-purchase so that you are getting a high star rating. You have a lot of reviews. Ideally, you're going to get Etsy to generate labels for your listings. And also you can set up free shipping, and you can set up those free returns as well, if applicable, and these will all contribute to perceived value being high. And again, it's not enough to just offer these features, but you also need to make sure you're communicating them from search. So like that satisfaction guarantee, you would want to put some kind of text mention on that cover photo, like satisfaction guaranteed or free returns, so that customers, when they're making that snap judgment based on visuals from search, they see your item and they click into it. And because right now, as a new shop, somebody who doesn't really have many sales, you are probably having to take a slight hit in terms of profit margins and the price points that you set. You really want to have an aggressive customer service follow-up process after each sale. So this should include an order confirmation and thank you message right after they purchase, with a personal message confirming their order details. Should also do a shipping update once the item has shipped or is maybe in the middle of production, and just include some additional personal information in there to just build that connection with them and reassure buyers that it is on its way. And then also ensure you ask for feedback after delivery. So take a few days and then reach out and see if they're happy with their purchase. And then again, just kind of check on them and see if they, liked the whole experience that had to do with that product and from purchasing from your shop. You're a new shop, let them know that you're just a small business owner trying to improve what you're doing and try to improve your products. And this is going to aid in enhancing your review rate, and you're going to build up your review count really quickly, and that'll minimize your risk. You'll be able to start playing that balancing game in terms of you have a higher review count, so you can also, raise your costs because that risk is being minimized. Now, we cannot touch on getting more sales in Etsy without also touching on Etsy SEO, which is what a lot of people think is the biggest, most important part of their listings. Although I'm not going to dive too deep in my thoughts on that. But Etsy SEO, it is true that getting the right keywords in your listings can help you rank in search results. But Etsy SEO, it's about so much more than just listings. It is about matching your products to buyer demand, especially underserved demand. This is where we leverage, again, what I call market gaps. So the niches are search terms that have high demand but relatively low competition. So during the SEOs, when you do circle back to those market gaps, those keywords that you define during that market research process, and you actually start to optimize those listings or those products that you created for those actual market gaps. So for choosing to optimizing those keywords for those in-demand gaps, we need to select long-tail keywords that represent specific buyer needs. So these would be 3 to 4 word keywords, such as crochet flower bouquet or thinking of you gift. By targeting these phrases, we connect with customers who are actively searching for products like ours rather than just broader terms like gift or flower. To do this effectively, you need to use all 140 characters in your title to maximize visibility for relevant long-tail keywords, and you need to avoid repeating keywords unnecessarily. Instead, diversify by using different phrases that cover variations of the main keyword. For example, a title like crochet flower bouquet, thinking of you gift allows Etsy to create additional keyword matches like thinking of you flower bouquet, which increases your listing's reach. Next up are tags and attributes, which reinforces Etsy's understanding of what your product is and where it should show up. You need to use all 13 tags, each ideally with a unique, relevant keyword or phrase. Tags should be aligned with your title keyword, especially for the most important and relevant keywords, but also cover different variations or related terms. Don't be afraid to include a couple short tail keywords, which are those 1 to 2 word keywords, as they can broaden your listing's visibility and help build recognition over time. Now, this is crucial. Etsy SEO isn't just about stuffing keywords in a title or tags or the text copy of a listing. Your listing's visibility in search is driven by its listing quality score, which reflects how well it converts viewers into buyers. A high quality score is achieved by maximizing every aspect of your listing: great visuals, strong descriptors, and value-focused pricing. Etsy's algorithm favors listings that drive sales, so a higher conversion rate directly helps your SEO rankings. So although as a new or small shop, you do need to optimize your listings for market gaps, the real takeaway here is that Etsy SEO is not just about keywords. It is about creating a high converting listing that Etsy wants to showcase in search results. Think of SEO as your visibility foundation and conversion as the fuel that keeps you ranking. So keep refining those listings by focusing on strong, clear keywords. But remember, SEO won't drive results without a listing that's ready to convert browsers into buyers. Now, once you have those listings set up with products that meet that underserved demand and are search engine optimized, we move into one of the most effective sales strategies on Etsy, creating a sense of scarcity to encourage purchases. Scarcity is all about making buyers feel that if they don't act quickly, they'll miss out on something valuable. Etsy supports this with features like countdown timers on listings that are on sale, so set up for 24 to 48 hour durations to get that countdown timer to show up. And this drives urgency and makes potential buyers more likely to purchase right away. Another scarcity tactic is keeping inventory levels low, so buyers will feel the pressure to grab it before it's gone, because a listing, also Etsy does enable listings to show labels that say, only one left, and then this many carts, or just only this amount of inventory left. So this scarcity can really, of course, encourage some impulse buys, and it can be created by adjusting stock levels. But also remember that you do want to keep the item actually available in your inventory, because running out of stock completely would stop that listing sales cycle, which can hurt its visibility and engagement story in Etsy's algorithm. So balance this. You can set the inventories low, but don't actually let that listing sell out and not have you immediately renew it, because you will be disrupting that cycle, especially as a new listing when Etsy is essentially testing engagement with those new listings, and you as a whole as a new shop if you are a new shop. And once you've optimized your listings with demand validated products, compelling value propositions, and scarcity tactics, the next step to boost visibility and drive even more sales is through Etsy ads. Etsy ads can be a powerful tool for refining your listings by providing you with invaluable data on how customers are interacting with your products. For a new or small shop, it is actually beneficial to run Etsy ads with a relatively high budget. This may seem counterintuitive, but investing in ads up front enables you to collect data faster. With this data, you can see which listings generate clicks, saves, and most importantly, conversions. The key is to view Etsy ads as an investment in learning what resonates with your target audience. Now, if you have your listings set up to holistically align with your target customer and is optimized for those underserved demand keywords, then you can set a budget of the maximum amount, which would be $25 per day as a new shop at the time that I'm filming this. And you can actually expect your return to cover that cost because you will be getting sales because your products are fitting the market gaps, that underserved demand. I'm speaking, this is based on actual shops that I have worked on. So you want to additionally use your Etsy ads to refine your listings, titles, tags, and photos even further. So if you notice a specific keyword in your ad results that's consistently attracting high clicks but low conversions, it may indicate that your listing isn't fully aligned with customer expectations for that term, and you'll need to adjust your product details or value propositions accordingly to boost conversions. There's so much more you could do here, and I could create a whole video on just using the data that you garner from Etsy ads to really just amplify and expedite your new shop and small shop growth process, because it can really be powerful despite maybe what other gurus maybe say about Etsy ads. The key here is to scale what works and then pull back over time on listings that are not producing return. Now that is it for the foundational steps to grow your sales on Etsy. If you would like to work with me, go ahead and head over to OptiShopSolutions.com and get in contact with me. Again, the link is right below in the description. But thank you so much for watching. If you're ready to take your Etsy shop to the next level, whether you're just getting started or struggling to see results, I have got something for you. My Etsy shop optimization course is in the works, and it is being designed to help sellers like you go from confusion and slow sales to running a thriving, profitable shop. I walk you through everything from optimizing your listings with SEO to standing out in a crowded market and scaling your shop for long-term success, physically showing you how to do all of these things. Right now, I'm offering a special pre-sale deal with limited options available. When you join today, you'll get early access to exclusive bonuses, including a one-on-one strategy session with me and live Q&A calls. But this offer is only available for a limited time, so please don't miss out. If you're ready to turn your Etsy shop into a revenue-generating machine, click the link below and secure your spot now. I can't wait to help you transform your business. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below and hit that notification bell so you'll be notified of future videos. Thank you so much for watching this through to the end, and I will see you in the next one.